Mark Munoz, and you're watching the MMA Show.
Hey.
Johnny Schrager, Bleacher Report here. Just a quick one. I had the chance to speak to Rashad Evans earlier this week, and we were talking about the Ultimate Fighter, the new format, and I was asking him, surely it makes perfect business sense for Sugar Rashad, John Bones, to front the next Ultimate Fighter. I was just wondering what you think about that.
Yeah, the problem with that is, well, it's not like the old one where we'd shoot for 6 weeks and then the thing would be in the can for a while and the fighters couldn't fight. This one leads right up into the fight. It's live. It's a completely different format. But I think that I don't think that Rashad is ready to. I don't know what he said to you, but I don't think this guy wants to sit on the shelf anymore and coach or do anything like that. I think he's ready to fight Bones Jones. He's still rehabbing that thumb, which he's still having a bit of a problem with. But once that gets ready, I think he's ready to fight Jones. I don't know about coaching. We'll see what happens. And we really haven't talked about coaches for this season yet.
Just quickly as well to the foreign fighters here on the panel. Have any of you guys, obviously you're cutting weight this week, so I presume you haven't had a chance to try the local delicacies, but I presume you're going to be all having fish and chips tonight or tomorrow morning, or English breakfast.
Yeah, I'm going to splurge with some English food for sure.
Yeah. I recommend fish and chips. Probably not in the morning, but an English breakfast.
All right.
And a pint.
Of course, you can have that with breakfast.
Is that it? No more questions? You're done with us? Oh, we got one.
Ben from Innsbruck. I got one from Mark. In his previous fights, Liebman's often been at his most dangerous when he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Was that something you were kind of conscious of going in at times when you had him rocked?
I don't think I really had him rocked. I hit him so hard when he was walking through punches. So, I wanted to be in and out. I didn't want it to be a slugfest. I stick to the game plan. My corner was like game plan. And I was sticking to the game plan.
What was the game plan coming in?
The game plan was to utilize the angles. I was much faster, get him on the ground and beat him on top. That was the game plan. So, I have confidence in my hands, and I hit him a couple of times hard on my feet, but I feel better on the ground, and I feel like I'm exciting on the ground. I just don't hold people down. I look to finish every time. So that was the game plan, and I stuck with it.
If you were to get the title fight, how do you think that style would help you against Anderson?
I think I trained with Anderson. He's a good friend of mine, and I came to the UFC because I want to be the best, and unfortunately he has the belt, and for me, I would love to be a world champ, and that's why I train here. That's why I'm in this organization. It's the best organization in the world, and I want to be a world champ in this organization. So, all respect goes to him, but at the same time, I want to get that top spot.
When you were training with him, were you conscious of that? Is it kind of something?
No, no. I was a guy that was coming up the ranks, and I was just teaching him wrestling as much as I could. I was teaching them and pouring all my just my knowledge in the sport. I've been in the sport for over 20 years, so I just was pouring into him. I had a Bruce Lee moment with him. I call it my Bruce Lee moment. So, the first time I trained with him, he held pads for me in Muay Thai, and then he took off the pads. He told me to take off the gloves, and in his broken English, he said, kneel down. I'm like, what? So he kneeled down in the middle of the cage, and he told me to kneel down, and I'm like, ooh, what are we doing right now? And he looked, Mom, when you fight, no fight. Fight angry, no good. You play, okay, play, okay. What? He was doing that stuff, and I'm like, but I got what he was talking about, because when you go into the fight with negative emotions, you're going to fight with emotion instead of fighting with your game plan, instead of fighting intellectually. And kind of got what I was talking about, and with him a lot, and kind of got his mentality, and you know, all the guys that surround me over at Rain Training Center, you know, Christoph, Jake Ellenberger, Brett Cooper, Jason Mayhem Miller, all these guys, man, Emmanuel Newton, over at Rain Training Center. I mean, we train hard, and you know, we're making a name for our gym, you know, and I'm ready. You know, I feel that I've arrived, and you know, I'm ready to take down whoever comes in my way. So, you know, I feel that I train hard. I feel that we train hard, and I feel like I'm prepared. Now that I'm on the K-Sauce system for my diet, I'm not struggling to make weight anymore. So, you know, because I'm a big Filipino, I love my fat. What's up?
What was the diet?
It's called the K-Sauce system. Christoph Szynski. He really helped me out this week, and I give him all the props, man. He cooked all my meals and stuff. So check it out. It's at K-Sauce System on Twitter. At K-Sauce System. So check it out.
Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
David, just a quick question, just picking up on something you said about Paul Bailey. Fighters who lose a couple in the UFC, they have to go pick up a few wins and come back, if you like. When you look at fighters like Jason Young, and you look at the level of competition that they've come in from the domestic scene into the UFC, they're fighting these top 10 guys, surely that makes a difference, right?
Yeah, well, you know, just like any sport, you work your way up through the ranks. You beat somebody, usually the way it works with us, you beat somebody that we know and we respect, and you have a win streak, and it gets you back into the UFC. Or there's some guys out there that Joe sees that he thinks are talented enough to be here and brings them in.
Mm. And just something I'm interested in knowing from your point, out of all of the fighters we've got, obviously Dan Hardy, he had his shot against George last year. Michael Bisping might be the obvious answer, but Michael aside, of all of our guys, who would you say has got the most potential to be the first UK UFC champion?
Well, to be honest with you, if you look, you know, at all the countries that are represented in the UFC, pretty good. The number of English fighters that have come out of here, like I said, a couple have had world title shots, and there's some guys that have been ranked in the top 10 for a long time. Pretty good. As far as who I think is next, no clue. You know, we'll see. There's only one way to find out. You know, there's some guys that look damn good tonight.
Amazing card.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank these guys. Any other ones?
I have a question to Terry. I have my own opinion. When you fight in your homeland, it gives you so much edge. This is why so many American fighters are so good fighting in the United States. And how much did it improve your game today, fighting in your homeland?
Yeah, obviously it's very good to fight in front of your home fans, especially having such a long way off. It was nice to come back and fight in front of my own crowd, but you know, it's always nice to fight in America as well. When I fought in Germany for the UFC, you know, they've traveled me around the world, and I love everywhere I go to fight, but obviously fighting in front of the English fans is always great, and they were absolutely amazing tonight.
And one more to Thiago. I want to know when you started your career in UFC, you had this something that makes Brazilian fighters so dangerous, and then you slowed down a little bit, and then today you just showed this aggression again. Do you feel like this is true?
Yeah, I think the more time that you spend in sport, you know, you find more ways to get fit, you know, some way, somehow. So you stop thinking about the bad stuff, and you know, it's just life, you know. Sometimes you gotta go through stuff like that to get better, you know, and that's what I think I am right now, you know. I've been through all of it, and I'm ready, you know, and I'm very excited, so bring it on.
Done with us? Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it. Thank you.